Welcome to Traveler Facts. I'm your host, the Almighty Facts, and welcome to a new episode of Chilling Destinations. Today, we're setting foot into the uncharted territories of the world's most terrifying and eerie locations. We've carefully curated a list of 8 places where the line between the living and the dead blurs. Each selection is steeped in rich history and shrouded in urban legends and ghost stories that will make your blood run cold. Our journey will take us from the catacombs of Paris to Japan's infamous Aokigahara forest, each destination more haunting than the last. We've scoured the globe, considering not just the tales that surround these places, but their chilling atmosphere and the spine-tingling experiences of those who have dared to venture there. Are you ready to embark on this terrifying journey? Then brace yourselves, folks. Next on Traveler Facts, we descend into the depths of the Paris catacombs. Next on Traveler Facts, we descend into the eerie world of the catacombs of Paris. This vast underground ossuary, resting place for the remains of over 6 million people, paints a chilling portrait of the city's past. Carved out of the remnants of ancient limestone mines, the catacombs came into existence towards the end of the 18th century. With graveyards overflowing and disease spreading, officials decided to transfer the city's dead to these subterranean tunnels. These dark, winding corridors, lined with neatly stacked skulls and bones, stretch over 200 miles beneath the bustling city streets. A macabre testament to the city's overflowing cemeteries, the catacombs have borne silent witness to countless stories and legends over the centuries. Ghost sightings? Oh, there's no shortage of them here. Visitors often report hearing unexplained whispers echoing through the tunnels, and the feeling of being watched is a common experience. Some have even claimed to see spectral figures flitting through the shadows, while others speak of a sudden, bone-chilling cold that seems to seep into one's very soul. One particularly chilling tale tells of a man named Philibert Aspert, a doorkeeper who ventured into the catacombs one night in 1793 and was never seen alive again. His body was discovered 11 years later, just a few feet from an exit. His ghost, they say, still roams these tunnels, forever lost in the labyrinthine depths. The catacombs of Paris aren't for the faint-hearted. They're a stark reminder of our mortality, a place where death is not hidden away, but instead stares right back at you from the walls. With every step you take, you tread upon centuries of history, each skull and bone a silent storyteller, each shadow a potential phantom. This is a place where the past lingers, where echoes of the departed reverberate through the stone, where the line between the living and the dead feels eerily thin. So, would you dare to step into these chilling tunnels of death? Next on Traveler Facts, we sail to the unnerving island of Dolls in Mexico. A place that is as intriguing as it is eerie, the island of Dolls, or La Isla de las Muñecas, is a peculiar sight to behold. Nestled in the canals south of Mexico City, this island is not your typical tropical paradise. The island's story begins with a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera. One day, he discovered the lifeless body of a young girl washed ashore on the island, believing her spirit to be trapped on the island. Don Julian began hanging dolls around the area in an attempt to appease her spirit. Over the years, he collected hundreds of dolls, hanging them from the trees, the fences, and the buildings, creating a chilling spectacle for any who dare to visit. But the story takes an even darker turn. 50 years after he first arrived on the island, Don Julian was found dead, drowned in the same canal where he claimed to have found the girl. Some say it was the dolls that took him. Others believe he joined the girl he had been trying to comfort all those years. Visitors and locals alike have reported strange occurrences on the island. Whispers in the wind, dolls' eyes following them as they walk by, inexplicable chills despite the tropical heat. Some even claim to have seen the dolls move or heard them whispering amongst themselves. Today, the Island of Dolls is a popular tourist destination, attracting those with a taste for the macabre. Even though the dolls are weathered and worn, their blank stares and silent mouths continue to unsettle visitors, making it a destination that's not for the faint of heart. So, if you're a thrill seeker with a penchant for the paranormal, or simply someone who enjoys a good ghost story, the Island of Dolls might just be the next stop on your travel itinerary. But remember, these dolls have seen things, heard things, and if the legends are to be believed, they've done things too, ready to pay a visit to these creepy dolls. Next on Traveler Facts, we venture to the haunted Poveglia Island in Italy. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon between Venice and Lido lies a small, unassuming island shrouded in a terrifying history that would make even the bravest soul shudder. This is Poveglia Island, a place that could easily claim the title of the most haunted island on Earth. Its dark history begins in the 14th century, when it became a quarantine station for people suffering from the plague. Thousands upon thousands of lives ended on this tiny piece of land, their bodies burned and buried in mass graves. The soil is said to be composed of more than 50% human ash, a chilling testament to the island's gruesome past. In the early 20th century, Poveglia Island took on a new role as an insane asylum. The asylum was rumored to be run by a doctor who conducted horrific experiments on the patients. Legend tells of the doctor being driven mad by the ghosts of his patients, eventually throwing himself from the asylum's bell tower. Today, Poveglia Island is deserted, left to the ghosts of its tragic past. Visitors are strictly forbidden, but that hasn't stopped the curious and the brave from venturing onto its shores. Those who have managed to set foot on the island tell stories of feeling an overwhelming sense of dread and hearing the tormented wails of the long dead. Some even report seeing apparitions and experiencing unexplainable phenomena. So, what do you think? Does the history of Poveglia Island send a chill down your spine? Do the tales of ghosts and ghouls make your heart pound with fear? Or does it fill you with a morbid curiosity, a desire to explore the unknown? The island's past is a chilling reminder of the darker side of human history, a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. Poveglia Island, a haunted relic of a time long past, place where the dead do not rest. Could you survive a night on this island of death? Next on Traveler Facts, we venture into the mysterious Hoia Baciu forest in Romania. Known as the Bermuda Triangle of Romania, the Hoia Baciu forest is steeped in mystery and intrigue. Covering an area of over 250 hectares, this woodland is infamous for its strange phenomena that have left even the most skeptical individuals questioning their beliefs. Legends of this forest are as old as the hills surrounding it. The local folklore tells tales of people entering the forest and never returning. Some believe that the forest is a gateway to another dimension, while others claim it's haunted by the spirits of peasants who were brutally murdered here. But it's not just ghost stories that make this forest spine-chilling. Many visitors have reported feeling an intense anxiety and the sensation of being watched as they traverse its dense foliage. Others speak of unexplained rashes, nausea, and feelings of disorientation. The forest has also earned a reputation for its UFO sightings. The most famous of these occurred in 1968, when a military technician captured a photograph of a saucer-like object hovering above the forest. Since then, countless others have reported seeing strange lights and objects in the sky above the forest, further adding to its enigma. Despite the chilling tales and strange events, some brave souls have dared to spend a night in the forest. Many of them have reported waking up to inexplicable scratches and bruises, with no memory of how they got them. They speak of hearing whispers in the wind, seeing ghostly apparitions, and feeling a presence that sends chills down their spine. The Hoya Batsiu Forest is a place where the line between reality and the supernatural seems to blur. It's a place that invites you to question everything you thought you knew about the world around you. So, to all the thrill seekers and ghost hunters out there, would you dare to spend a night in this eerie forest? Next on Traveler Facts, we journey to the Aokigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest. Nestled at the northwest base of the majestic Mount Fuji, the Aokigahara Forest in Japan is a sight to behold. However, it is not the dense foliage or the stunning views of the mountain that this forest is known for. Rather, it is the chilling reputation that surrounds it, earning it the moniker, the Suicide Forest. Despite its beauty, the Aokigahara Forest is steeped in a deep, somber history. Many believe its roots trace back to an old Japanese tradition called ubasute, where elderly family members were allegedly left to die in remote areas during times of famine. This forest has since become a place associated with death, a reputation further cemented by the high number of suicides reported here every year. Walking through the Aokigahara Forest is like stepping into another world. The dense vegetation muffles sound, creating an eerie silence that is occasionally broken by the rustling of leaves or the distant hoot of an owl. The forest floor, a hardened lava bed, is uneven and riddled with hundreds of caves and caverns, adding to the sense of foreboding. Many chilling stories are associated with the Aokigahara Forest. Some visitors report feeling an oppressive sadness, while others speak of seeing apparitions or hearing disembodied voices. There are tales of compasses going haywire due to the magnetic iron in the volcanic soil, leading unsuspecting hikers deeper into the forest. Yet amidst the eerie tales and grim reputation, the Aokigahara Forest is also a place of contemplation and reflection. It is a stark reminder of the harsh realities of life, and perhaps a call to action for society to address mental health issues more seriously. So, as we conclude our journey through the Aokigahara Forest, we leave you with a question that's as unsettling as the forest itself. Would you dare to step into this forest of despair? Next on Traveler Facts, we explore the haunted halls of the Tower of London in England. This ancient fortress, rich with a history steeped in blood and betrayal, is a beacon for stories of the supernatural. Constructed nearly 1,000 years ago, the Tower of London has witnessed the rise and fall of countless monarchs, the execution of queens, and the imprisonment of high-ranking officials. Its dark past has led many to believe that it's a hotbed of paranormal activity, with a plethora of ghost stories to back up these claims. One of the most famous spectral inhabitants is none other than Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of King Henry VIII. After being accused of treason, she was beheaded in the tower in 1536. Visitors and staff have reported sightings of her ghost, often near the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula, where she was buried, her head tucked under her arm. Another famed apparition is the White Lady, who has been seen wafting through the White Tower, leaving a scent of perfume in her wake. And let's not forget the chilling story of the princes in the tower, 2 young boys believed to have been murdered in the 1480s. Their ghosts have reportedly been spotted, dressed in nightgowns and clutching each other in fear. The experiences of visitors to the Tower of London range from feeling sudden chills to witnessing full apparitions. The eerie atmosphere, the ancient stone walls, and the echoes of a tumultuous past all contribute to a sense of the uncanny. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the Tower of London offers a unique journey into England's past, where history and legend intertwine. So, are you ready to meet the ghosts of the past in this ancient fortress? As we conclude our terrifying journey, remember, these places are not for the faint-hearted. We've walked through the bone-lined tunnels of the catacombs in Paris, where the spirits of millions are said to linger. We've navigated the eerie waterways of Mexico's Island of Dolls, where countless dolls hang from trees, their lifeless eyes bearing silent witness to a tragic tale. Our voyage took us to Poveglia Island in Italy, an island scarred by tales of plague victims and tormented spirits. We then ventured into the Hoia Batu forest in Romania, the world's most haunted forest, where the inexplicable and paranormal are everyday occurrences. In the Aokigahara forest of Japan, we tread quietly on the Sea of Trees, a place that holds a somber reputation for its association with the supernatural and the tragic. And our journey would not have been complete without a visit to the Tower of London, a historic monument with a dark past where the ghostly echoes of its former inhabitants are rumored to reverberate through its stone walls. Each of these places holds a piece of the mysterious, the unexplained, the eerie, and the outright terrifying. They whisper stories of the past, tales of the unquiet dead, and legends of the supernatural. They offer a glimpse into the darker side of our world, a side that is as fascinating as it is fearsome. Whether you're a thrill seeker, a lover of ghost stories, or a curious traveler, these places offer an experience like no other. And if you've been to any of these places or have your own spine-chilling tales to tell, we'd love to hear about your experiences. Remember, the world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. So, keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep your spirit of adventure alive. I'm your host, Almighty Facts, signing off. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave.